I remember my grandpa saying, "Yo soy el viejo de la finca," I'm the old man of the farm, because everyone was so young and energetic. Hi, and welcome to Coffee in a Bean Shell, the tiny and very acid video podcast about coffee. The title of this episode 5 is Next Coffee Generation, and is inspired by a long conversation with Ana Maria Donés, a very young and empowered coffee producer and owner of Café Primitivo in Quindío, Colombia. As you know, we are focused on coffee, but this topic is very common in agriculture. Colombia has been a coffee producer for centuries now, with a huge tradition passing from grandfather to father to son. Nowadays, the average age of people working in coffee production is around 50-60 years old, because the new generation is looking for new opportunities. The reason? Well, not just because of the globalization and the desire of the city life. Of course, they want to study and look for a good job, but the main reason is working with commercial coffee is not profitable, and inheriting a farm could be very challenging. The same amount of land in a short term could be more fruitful with tangerine, avocado, plantain, or just building country homes for people retired from the city. Someone even said it's easier to earn money in the streets with charity rather than working with coffee. Ana Maria told us, "I remember my grandpa saying, 'Yo soy el viejo de la finca,' I'm the old man of the farm," because everyone was so young and energetic. Nowadays, it's the opposite. It's not so easy to find coffee collectors during harvest season. The majority are adults with 5, maybe 7 working years in front of them. So what will producers do in 5 years? We are afraid that the future will look like Carlos Vives' song, La Tierra del Olvido, the land of oblivion, which you can listen to in our link below. Well, an alternative might be higher salaries, which can push more people to do the job. But in commercial coffee, around 60% of the cost of production goes to pickers, so higher salaries mean not being economically sustainable. That's why we need to invest in quality. But what can be done to improve quality? Firstly, technology. More technology. But just few people have the resources. In Quindío, for example, the 97% of producers are small. Besides, often technology is designed for big production, like in Brazil, and not for small producers or country with a mostly mountain territory. A solution could be creating cooperatives for processing quality coffee, but decisions maker in Colombia comes from the old generation, basically because they are the one who have the coffee idea as owner of the farms. So it's really a challenge to plan big change. It takes time, generation to change the system. We must rethink the idea that coffee is a bad business and farmers will be miserable forever. The key is in the youth. If they are brave and they have the chance to apply in coffee what they studied at university, they can show it's not only profitable but also beautiful. Or sooner or later we are gonna face a coffee crisis, due also to other issues like climate change. So on one side we have more curious consumers with a trending expansive market in non-producer countries, and in the other side we have tired, less energetic and stressful workers in producer countries. We need to cut this distance and raise awareness to really discuss the policy for coffee pricing from the bottom. Thanks for listening, and please let us know if we are missing something or if you would like us to talk about any topics. And remember, coffee is a fruit and has a long travel to get to your cup.